Nick, a defeat here to end the season. I mean, a fantastic goal to win it all told, but what were your thoughts on the performance overall?
Performance is just saying to Callum, it's a montage of our season. You know, if you put any clips of our season, it all goes together in that. A game typifies us. Lovely occasions. Under pressure, we did okay, and then we made a mistake, and bloody hell was punished. It's one of the best goals I've ever seen, to be fair. But Callum's been caught off his line a few times. They've tried it a few times this year. I looked at the replay for the game we played well this season. They tried it 4 times, so he was aware of it. But like you say, it's a super goal.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like it was petering out a little bit. They went down to 10 men as well. They were just happy to sit in, really, weren't they?
Yeah, 10 men, and you think you should get on top, and we did get on top. You know, without a doubt got on top, but again, without creating chances. I've written on the board some words today, and training words, and matches words. You know, in training they're exciting, in games they're boring. You know, in training's energy, in games there's no energy. In training's enjoyment, in matches is fear. And I took responsibility. I took responsibility for that. I've analysed myself the last couple of days. Where have we gone? You know, why do we fall away from February, March? We start so well. So that's something to address. I chose that squad this year. And don't get me wrong, it's not been a bad year. It's been a disappointing year. I chose it. My responsibility, I went with kids. And we've been naive. You know, we need some more experience in there when times are tough. Yeah, play with freedom. But, you know, what we've done, 9th, cup final, semi-final, but everyone's disappointed. I'm disappointed as anybody in it, you know. But we'll keep going with Will for next year, and we'll see where we go.
Yeah, in a way, it's sort of your worst full season since you've come here. I mean, I suppose that's a disappointment for you in a way, isn't it?
Disappointing for me because expectations were there, and when we started it so well, you know, and I think that was the freedom. And they make a mistake in the young players. And then I don't want them to go into themselves. I want them to play, like you say, with confidence, commitment. The fans deserve it, and yeah, it does feel disappointed, you know. But where we come from, and we'll rebuild, and hopefully we'll be up there again. You know, people talk of hide it early in the season as favourites for the playoffs every season. No, that's what I want the club to be known as.
Do you think it's a lack of confidence in the players? I mean, there was a couple of times there we saw Frankie. He could have had a shot, and he later tried to square it, and he got blocked.
It's decision making, and they've got to learn from it. Like you say, Frankie in there. Red has put him in superbly. Red in training might hit that. And then Frankie in training, without a doubt, would have been selfish or hit the target, and he played too safe. And that's another word we said in matches, was safe. And training exciting. So they'll learn. I said it'll be a learning season. Disappointed that some of them have fell away. And I've emphasised that now. I've got to go and build a squad where I thought it might have been a little 1 or 2 players, and we go from there. But I think a rebuild needs starting now, and that's what we'll go from. There's only Redders under contract, and like I say, I'll sit down with players who I think can push this club forward.
Yeah, and what have you learnt then, do you think, this season?
I've learnt that we probably need a bigger squad. You know, these lads have come in from academy and probably played 15 games. I need a bigger squad, and obviously with the budget we've got, it's difficult so maybe not as many contracts, you know, so it gives me flexibility. Probably learn too many contracts given out, learn maybe too much loyalty by me, you know, and I've learned maybe the environment's too comfortable. So things have got to change, you know. It's weird then coming off, and I wish Stockton all the best, and you know, they're saying superb fans, and I said that's us, we're nice. And I said from day one I want us to be ruthless. You know, Hyde United can be lovely off the pitch, but ruthless on the pitch. You have a good reputation for sportsmanship, but you know they make decisions, experienced players, where you can see when we're breaking through at the end of the 10 man, they wasn't bothered about dragging people back and slowing the game down. And that's what you get with experience. That's what you get with playing games. So yeah, I've learned it's great to have young kids, but in this league, the young kids can only go so far.
Yeah, when does the work start then on that rebuild?
It starts tomorrow. Yeah. You know, obviously now the season's over. Well, obviously the playoffs, lad, you can start chatting to people. We've already got a list of players we're after, and that's probably going to get bigger now. And like I say, the work starts. I go away in June, so I want most of it done by then.